we're off. Oh, hopefully the window clears. My mom was afraid for a long time to come in the car with me. Now she does. I drive to Santa Cruz all the time, so we're good now. Once we got to the test, I was a little nervous because I was like, everyone else has been driving to school and back every day. I literally drove like maybe like 10 hours. You were supposed to drive 50, and 6 of those hours were the lesson. The lessons. Kind of annoying now because I'm like 16 and a half. I haven't got me yet. Maybe get some waves. Yeah, I surfed Montero like 3 days ago, and it was really fun. So I'm like, it was small, but it was like, there was like a little left. So that's what I'm hoping for. On bigger days in Half Moon Bay, I'm normally the only other girl out there. I'm the only girl out there. Half Moon Bay is in the middle of Ocean Beach in Santa Cruz. We have the amazing right-hand point breaks down south. Up north, we have barreling beach breaks. And of course, there's Mavericks. To become a professional surfer, it's just an awesome place to train.
Zoe off the high dive.
When she was a little kid, there was always this like crazy spirit of wanting to go try new stuff.
Here she goes, the fearless wonder.
You just saw that like, oh, we have to keep our eye on this kid because she was totally fearless.
Oh yeah!
That was super exciting to see, but also as a parent, you're like, well, we gotta be careful. We don't want her to get hurt. She obviously had athletic skill. We signed her up for soccer. And then it was like, see if you like it. And if you like it, we'll go again tomorrow. Then you couldn't stop her. She's like, do we have swimming today? Do we have swimming today? She always wanted to go back. None of it was motivated by us at all.
Let's go, girl.
It was really when she started doing triathlons that we were like, oh, there's something special about this kid. Running next to grown men, you know, in their 40s that are elite triathletes, and she's trying to keep up with them. The more tired she got, she was getting jazzed by that. Like she loved the challenge.
Make your last one your best one. Go get him.
She has a tolerance for pain that most people don't have. And that's when I was like, this kid is insane. Like, where is this coming from? You knew she was going to do something special with her life from an early age.
Zoe gonna do the pop-up.
I don't know that you choose surfing as much as surfing chooses you, but Zoe has always had a special relationship with the water. When we moved to Half Moon Bay and the ocean was in our backyard, that changed everything.
That is the coolest present ever! Right as I started surfing, I knew I definitely wanted to be a professional surfer.
And I think that was at like 12 and a half, maybe 13 years old. She needs the ocean.
My parents are not surfers. My mom and dad never go in the ocean. So my brother and I kind of taught each other and pushed each other. Learning to surf in Half Moon Bay is kind of a struggle. It's freezing cold. You always have like that fear of sharks. It's either flat or like at least 6 foot and kind of scary. But it was a different feeling than anything else I've ever done in my life. It's just you, your thoughts, and the ocean. every time you're in a pool, it's gonna be the same, and every time you get on the soccer field, you're against different girls, but the field's always the same. The ocean is always changing. I'm never gonna get bored of this, and I'm never gonna get tired of it. I'm just thinking about, when am I gonna get my next wave? What up?
How's it going, Zoe?
Good, how are you?
Oh, you know, down here watching the waves.
Sick. What do you think Venice is the way to go?
Yeah, I think there's too much beard for Kelly.
Okay. And is it bigger than yesterday or no?
Yeah.
Sick.
It's considerably bigger than yesterday.
There's so many spots if you're willing to just do a little bit of an adventure, like here. I mean, no one else is really surfed here that I know of, and it's like, is that a surf spot? Well, I don't know. Let's hike out and see.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting some sort of edge, kind of, because I'm not thinking about like how gnarly it is. I'm kind of just thinking about what I need to do, because I think about how gnarly it is here, and I kind of get that out of the way.
Yeah.
The guys I surf with in Half Moon Bay are like my brothers and my surfing dads. There was nothing like, oh, this is a girl, like let's get her out of here. Everyone is kind of like my mentor. Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
We came here, and there were like, it looked like a freight train, just boom. This set's gonna go. Look at this set. So you're gonna rethink your board now.
Matt Collins has been taking me out to the most sketchy spots and the gnarliest places I have ever surfed in my life.
It wasn't even breaking here last time we went out.
He took me under his wing and was like, okay, we're gonna go surf this 10-foot wave that's secret and there's a bunch of sharks out there, but we're gonna have a great time.
You know, it's just been really, really fun knowing Zoe. You could be out in a lineup with, 8 grumpy middle to older age men, and Zoe will paddle out and just totally lighten the mood.
I would never go out on some of the days that I go out now without those guys.
They don't really want anything to do with us. They don't seem too bothered last time I came through here.
Oh my god!
Oh, I think they're fighting. Holy smoke, that's crazy. Chase that other guy off. My beach.
Oh, he's looking at us. Oh, Matt, he's looking at you!
I never was someone who helped Zoe with her form or her heat strategy or mental space in competition. I've never surfed a competitive heat in my life. She was a better surfer than me when she was in 6th grade. What I am able to kind of show her is that flip side of, hey, there's more to this. Laird Hamilton says, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. These places we go, they're typically a long hike in, a long paddle out through, sharky waters. What she's learned is, hey, I was scared of that, but because I was willing to give it a try, I figured out that, hey, it's not that scary, and oh, by the way, I'm pretty good at it. Big wave surfing it's all mental.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on? Aloha. Welcome to
Zoe was in her 5th or 6th grade when we first met.
Yeah, I surfed there and the paddle out.
Her dad reached out to me and we got together and we went up to the beach and we did some surfing, and from there we just started developing a really cool relationship.
You're too deep are the best ones.
Yeah, I know. I did
Things
not
I've
know.
always loved about Zoe is that she's just really raw. She just goes at it, everything full on, full bore.
That's the graveyard right there of Sammy's.
I just want them to have surfing be something they're in love with, something they can do the rest of their lives. Keep the frothing grommet in there. I think that's going to serve her well over the years.
So you know how to check the oil in your car? Do you know how to pop the hood in your car?
Yes, I know how to pop the hood. I don't know how to check the oil.
You know, every time we come to the beach, we check the waves, the tides, the swell, and everything. It's always changing, it's always different. So we're kind of like getting this wisdom, we're getting this knowledge. You're kind of accumulating these sand grains every time you come, and before you know it, you're going to have this really wonderful castle. But it takes time, and it's not going to happen overnight.
This is what I like to call my wall of inspiration. It has all my favorite surfers on it, and they're on waves all over the world. So the first one that's me up at the top, which is cool. And then I put myself next to Felipe Toledo, because we're kind of doing the same turn in those pictures, and I want to be like him. All these people on my mood board are really well-rounded. If I just saw them in the water for a few minutes and they say hi to me, that makes a mark on me and makes kind of shows the way I would like to be. That's me again in the barrel. This is Ethan Ewing, Bianca Valenti, who is my mentor for big waves especially. This is Luca Padua. He's one of the best big wave surfers I've ever seen in my life. There's a lot of sacrifices you have to make if you want to be the best. You're gonna have to say no to a couple of things you might want to say yes to, like going hang out with your friends, birthday parties. I pretty much do school by myself in my room. I go surfing by myself every day. If someone asks you to hang out, you're like, no, I'm surfing, I'm training, I'm swimming, I'm doing something to help better my career.
Nice. Good job, champ.
Sometimes I question, is all that worth it to lose your high school experience?
How was it?
It was gnarly.
Gnarly. I heard that. I saw you going a little bit light. Steady flow all the way through, right?
But it's what I love, it's my passion, and makes it worth it.
Good wave here for our surfer. Nice turn. Missing the rail all the way.
I just want to try it all. I want to get good at everything.
There we go, yellow, current heat leader. Nice opening turn.
Catch 3 good waves in an hour.
Another one.
Or it could be not today. Why not me? Why can't I win today? It's my day.
Inside possibly on this one as well. Leans into it a little deeper on that one. Final move coming right here.
Mind surfing is my way of meditation. What I was visualizing actually started happening. I'll see Carissa Moore on a perfect wave, and I'll visualize it 3 times in my head of myself on that exact same wave doing that exact same move. It's just like practicing it on a wave because it feels the same for your brain. It's a way for me to practice surfing when I'm not actually in the water, and it helps me become a better surfer. This winter, I surfed Pipeline, Off the Wall, V-Land, Sunset, Waimea, Backyards, anywhere you could think of in like the 7 Mile Miracle. When you go out in the lineup and you see Carissa, Felipe, and Italo out the back, you're like, wow, this is kind of a gnarly lineup right now. But it also makes you want to give it your best shot. You know that every single surf session you have out there has the opportunity to change your surfing career. Second reef pipe, there were guys way out the back on like guns, and I just felt like I need to go out there and get a good one. I didn't even look at who else was paddling and just went for it. I was like, I gotta make this wave and then I'm going in. It was like this like out of body experience. You kind of just feel like you're an autopilot, like your brain at this point knows what to do. It's impossible to describe what you feel like. Having balance just in life in general is kind of important, and it's something I struggle with. All I want to do is go out there and rip every single wave I see, and then having an actual like life beyond that as well.
Hey, Miss Shower. I'm just looking at the email you sent me of the reoccurring Zoom.
I don't want a lot of this stuff that I'm doing to not pay off, and my expectations are like really high for myself.
I mean, you've done a lot of work in the last week, and I see you're done with history, art, and pre-calc, so congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, that took a while.
Not make it as far as I want to in surfing. That's something I definitely fear.
Yeah. So all you have left are physics and lang, right?
But I know that all the hard work that went into every single accomplishment, I just check it off the list and go on to the next one and keep working at it.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do our Zoom that way. You just
Because
I don't know what's gonna happen in the future.
everyone, everywhere I go, when I tell them I live in Half Moon Bay, say, oh, have you surfed Mavericks? Almost always the answer was no. It's a wave that you should not take lightly. People get stuck in the rocks or thrashed in there if you get destroyed by a wave. It can give you a hold down like you've never felt anywhere else in your life. Could turn into 50 foot, or there could be this one set that changes the entire day. I wanted to know that I had the mental and physical strength and capacity to make it back up and honestly come back home.
Ahoy!
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So what do you think the plan is for tomorrow?
Well, I think it's going to be pretty big in the morning,
But in the second half of the day, after lunch, if you're up for it, I think it would be a great first day for you to come out and check out Mavericks in person.
Yeah, I may not catch a wave, but hopefully just going out there and with you and on a ski, I'll feel comfortable and just either sit out there and watch or maybe catch one. You never know.
That's right. No pressure, but you've done all the hard work and you know yourself better than anyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Surfing out at Mavericks is a mind game. And so just letting go of fear and fully committing is what it takes.
Yeah, definitely just staying calm and then obviously like showing the lineups and stuff.
That's right. It's always special going out there. You never know who's going to wave, but if you get one, it could be the best wave of your life. I'll also bring extra canisters. And are you all set with a board to ride, or do you need to borrow one of mine?
Yeah, I've been using a Jeff Clark shaped 9.6, and I think that will work really well. I've liked it out at Steamer Lane, and I've practiced on it, so I feel comfortable.
Zoe, you've been ready for this since the day you came out of the womb.
Yes. Thanks, Bianca.
I see like all the good parts of myself in Zoe, and then I have like a fire side, like that's a really deep passion, but that could also come out as like anger and rage. You're the only person who can get in the way of yourself. I see Zoe as someone with like the best possible attitude. I think she could do anything, whatever she wants to do.
The day we went out, it was about 20 to 25 feet in perfect conditions. Bianca and I sat off to the side for a while, chilling and watching the waves on the ski. And then I started paddling for him, and I know she knew. She was like, Zoe is definitely catching a wave today. I didn't even know what happened. If you watch the video, I'm actually screaming. Like, no joke, screaming. I had just gone into like third gear. I didn't even know I stood up. I didn't even know it was a heavy drop. And once I get to the bottom, I'm like, oh, like I scream out, oh, like I did it. It does feel like a monkey's kind of off my shoulder. No matter what happens, I'm like always gonna love surfing. It may not be the easiest path, but I started late. But it's the path I want to take, and it makes me the most happy. It's not just about how good of a surfer you are. When you just learn more about the ocean, that's what makes you an expert. You just have to tell yourself, don't get nervous about what's going on around you, or else it'll make more chaos than there already is.